My name's Paul Young, Shoe Tree Brewing, and this is Tales from the Mash. The story I'm telling today is when I was about 4 or 5 years old. Me and Jeff, Dr. Beergood, were living in Sequim, Washington, and I got Macaulay Culkin'd by like 200 bees. And if you don't know what that's about, watch the movie My Girl. It's a classic. I was 4 or 5, and we lived in this pretty cool house, and the back of it was like a big forest area, trails. And like this wasn't, you know, your kids these days, we were allowed to be out and do whatever we want. So I'm like 5, and we invented this game called bike tag. And me, Jeff, my sister Christy, we'd all get on our bikes with neighborhood kids and play a big game of bike tag. And me and this kid, friend from the neighborhood, I don't even remember his name, we were riding down the trail, and Jeff's like hot on my 6, and I'm like, oh man, he's gonna get me. So we ditched the bikes and we trying to cut through the little forest area. There's like a log, and my friend goes in front of me, and then I go and I slip, and the log rolls over my foot and traps me there, and then it knocks down like a giant yellow jacket's nest. So the next thing I know, I'm swarmed by thousands of bees that felt like all over my head. I could feel them all, their little legs on my face, and it's just like the loudest hum, like whoo. So Jeff comes up, he sees me trapped there, and he just says, don't move, hold still as you can. The more you move, the more they're gonna sting you. And he's like, oh shit, I gotta get Paul out of there. And he goes to get me out, and he gets lit up, boom, 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 boom. And he's like, keeps trying. He's just like, I can't get in there. I'm getting stung every time. And so, luckily, our neighbor, I think she was like a nurse. She like hears the commotion, and Jeff comes running, and she's like, I got a leather jacket and gloves. Like, here you go, and like gave that to Jeff. And Jeff's just like, all right, and he puts it on. And he goes in there and he freaking grabs me up out, and he's getting stung the whole time. And like, I'm talking about, I got stings in my mouth, all over my head, and he carries me home. And my mom, we walk in, and my mom is like, what happened? And he's like, Paul got stung a bunch by bees. And she starts freaking out. She's like the kid, like, ah! And so she's like calling poison control, do I need to get an ambulance, all this shit. And the poison control's like, just make a paste of baking soda and water and put it on there and watch him. And so that's what she did. And I'm sitting there, and kind of like the adrenaline's wearing off, and all I ask is like, can I get some pizza and watch some Ninja Turtles? And by like the next day, like all my stings and stuff were gone. And that was the time I got Macaulay Culkin stung over 100 times by bees.